Is it the price? Not necessarily. If it's cash or financed, maybe. Yes, we're still in a very hot real estate market. And yes, depending on the type of property and the area, you might even receive dozens of offers for your home. But do you know what are the 3 key clauses or documents that can help you choose in between all those options the best offer for you? I'll talk about them in this episode. Hello everybody, my name is Carolina Rodriguez-Chat. I'm with Homeowners International Realty. In the current real estate market, I've worked with sellers that have received offers from buyers that haven't even seen the house. Yes, it's that hot. But were those the best offers? The fact that they got there first didn't mean they were offering the best conditions for my homeowners. Here's what I focus on to give the sellers the best guidance when it comes to securing the best offer. You know, the one that gets to the closing date on time and with the right price. Of course, that when thinking about the number one reason to choose an offer will be the price. I choose the highest price for my home, but unless there is a no appraisal contingency or any similar document that protects that initial number, that price that caught your eye at the beginning and it's now on the offer might change throughout the sale, especially because of the appraisal. So yes, we're definitely going to take in consideration the best number we're getting. But if in our hands we have another offer which price is not as high as we want, but it's closer and has that clause that we need to protect that initial price that we're counting on, then it's an offer that we definitely should be taking very serious. The number 2 clause is the home inspection. Again, generally speaking, there is a range of 7 to 15 days that the buyers have to do the home inspection. But this time frame is also a window they have to cancel the contract if they wanted to and take with them the security deposit. What does that mean to you as a seller? Waste of time. Well, in a regular market like the one we had in 2019 or early 2020, I could work with a maximum of 10 days. But now the best one is 7 days. The smaller this window is, it's less the time of my sellers that I put at risk. So if you have several offers on your table, check which one is doing the same for your time. Number 3, it's the appraisal. It's one of the most decisive steps of the sale. If it's a cash buyer, then we don't have an issue with the appraisal because appraisal comes inherent to finance purchase. Of course, the buyer can always order an appraisal himself, but that's why we must make sure that it's not a contingency to the contract if we are choosing a cash buyer. Good news is that we can work with a finance purchase without having the weight of the appraisal on our shoulders. But wait a minute, you just said that when there is a mortgage, there is an appraisal because it is. Yes, the bank or the mortgage broker is always going to send an appraiser to your home. But if the buyer is financially solid and can sign a no appraisal contingency, which is a commitment to pay the difference between the appraised amount and the purchase price shown on the contract, if there's any, then we're locking the price. See why I mentioned at the beginning that the price is not necessarily the best point to choose an offer? The prospective buyers can offer to give you $200,000 above your asking price, above the other offers, or even above the market. But while the purchase is contingent to an appraisal, that beautiful overpriced amount is just on paper. These 3 are not the only ones. There are so many things to see, like how strong is the earnest money deposit, how many of them are the buyers willing to do, how strong are the pre-approval conditions. The pre-approval letter is so important to read to know if it's a strong offer or not, the type of financing their buyers are working with, because there are price limits too, and always receive an offer with a pre-approval letter if it's a financing or proof of funds if it's cash. I know it might be a lot to process in a 5-minute video. Feel free to call me if you have any question in regard of your home, or if you're ready to sell your home. I will be more than glad to answer all of them for you and to help you accomplish that goal. My name is Carolina Rodriguez-Chat. I'm with Homeowners International Realty. Have the best of days.